Welcome to Akulmek Live. Is clinical documentation and EHR data entry burning out your stuff? Discover Microsoft Dragon Copilot, the groundbreaking AI voice assistant designed specifically for healthcare professionals. In this video, we unveil how Microsoft's latest generative AI tool is completely streamlining clinical workflow and giving doctors, nurses, and other clinicians time back to the focus on the patient care. It is a reality for millions of healthcare professionals worldwide. A moment where the clinicians focus in the split between patient and the screen, the unseen monster in the modern medicine. The clinical documentation and relentless burden of EHR in the data entry. So data is definitely a stark, and the clinicians spend nearly 40% of their time on documentation time they should be spending on patient care. The result, the clinicians burnout is at epidemic level, and it is eroding the quality of care. So what if there was an AI that could take away the burden, right? So what if the major tech players finally solve the documentation puzzle? So today we unveil the solution. So Microsoft Dragon Copilot. Right. The AI voice assistant that isn't just an upgrade. It is a healthcare revolution, a truly rewriting healthcare as we know it. So Dragon Copilot is a powerful new evolution from Microsoft, combining their expertise in a generative AI with the nuances proven industry-leading Dragon medical on voice technology. So it is all-in-one AI assistant built from the ground up to solve the most complex challenges in clinical world. So this isn't just a voice to text, it is ambient clinical intelligence. So imagine a patient visit, the conversation flow naturally, the physician never break eye contact. They aren't typing, they aren't dictating commands, and they aren't even looking at the screen. So Dragon Copilot is simply listening in its the background. It is securely captured that multi-party natural conversation, and here is the magic. It understands the context and the intent of the clinical interaction. The system then takes that unstructured audio and transform it instantly into the draft of a comprehensive, specifically and specific clinical note. It is the core promise, automated documentation that gives doctor, nurses, and other clinical their time back. So it starts with the ambient listening. The AI is trained on millions of medical encounters. It knows the difference between patient discussion, their weekend, and of course the critical symptom. So it separates the voice, filter the noise, and captures the eye and captures the key effect which even eventually actually supports multiple languages. Once the encounter ends, the note isn't just a transcription. It is structured draft that is ready, or we can say a note that is ready for review, including the subjective, objective, assessment, and planned elements. So the greatest frustration of clinician is the EHR. So Dragon Copilot is designed for the deep EHR integration. It speaks the language of system like Epic and others, ensuring the AI generated note can be reviewed, edited with simple voice commands, and seamlessly fired directly into the patient's record. So this eliminates the need for copy pasting, reducing errors, ensuring data integration. So, but going forward, the Dragon Copilot does more than just a main note. So it tackles the administrative ripples effects on patient's visit. So crucially, Microsoft has given expanding given this software, and it expanded Copilot utility much more. The technology now offers a specified AI capability tailored for the nursing workflow, understanding that the nurse document is flow sheet and not just a narratives note. It unified and actually create a platform built to support the entire care team. So technology is definitely impressive. I think you also understand that. But the real story is the impact it's having, and that this is how the Microsoft is rewriting healthcare. So studies with the similar ambient AI tools show that the clinicians are saving an average of 5 minutes per second encounters. So that adds up to the huge relief over 10 to 12 hour shift. So crucially, up to 70% of the provider reports is reduction of burnout and fatigue. So this is a wellness tool disguised as an administrative tool. Tool and administration definitely has a streamline. It is also helping to keep the talented doctors and nurses in the profession. When the clinician's eye are on the patient, not the screen, and the entire dynamic changes. The patient reports their doctors much more personal and conversational. The focus return to the human element of the medicine. And this improves the interaction, leads to the better communication and better patient adherence to treatment and the plans, and ultimately better patient's outcome. So in healthcare, the trust is paramount, and Dragon Copilot is building a secure complement foundation of Microsoft Cloud for the healthcare. This means it adheres to the strictly goals actually and standards of the data privacy and security, providing for the sensitive patient information. The AI is grounded with the citation from trusted medical sources, ensuring information it surfaces credible and reliable. So the Microsoft vision for Dragon Copilot is about more than just filling out a chart. It is about shifting the economics and the emotional toll of the practicing medicine. So by augmenting the administrative load, we are just saving minutes. We are reclaiming the joy of medicine for the providers and building more efficient, less error-prone system for all. So the future of clinical documentation is a physician type is not a physician type alone. It is a darkened room after midnight. So the future of AI assistant working silently, accurately, securely, allowing the clinician to focus entirely on patient in front of them. So Microsoft Dragon Copilot is here to ensure the age of generative AI in the medicine is one of the greatest efficiency, deep connection, and less burnout. So if your organization is looking for a definitive answer to the documentation burden, and the solutions has definitely arrived. So we want to hear from you. What part of the clinic workflow do you think Dragon Copilot will improve the most? So if you found this informative, valuable, this information and all the content of this discussion, please like this video, subscribe our channel, and for more dives into the health technology, information and revolution. So see you again.